Do you see here, hi guys and gals? Well, it's Monday, the first day of my vacation. And yeah, what did I do the first day of my vacation? I did a bit of work. Yeah, I mowed the lawn because it needed to be done. And it had been raining all over the weekend. Sunday was okay, but we don't mow lawns here in Switzerland on Sunday. There's very much that idea of Sunday being a quiet day. And so, yeah, it's made for doing other things. Now, while I was mowing lawn, I was listening to a podcast by Chuck Swindoll, and he was, there was different things that came along, but it was like, talking about how things, maybe we could almost say values and everything. And it made me think, there was this video with my mom, is it a week past now? Not more than 2 weeks ago anyway. And where she talked about the way it was when she was a young married woman, and how things were, I was going to say complicated in a sense, because of poverty. Things got better with time, but it wasn't easy in the beginning. And it got me to thinking about something like when we lived on the farm she was talking about. That's like between, I was at most when we left there probably a couple years old, but around there, I do have some memories, like just kind of visions almost, of when we were there getting some toys. And that's where I come to. My brother and I, we had this bag. Each one had his plastic bag, and we had our toys in it. And when we would play, we would say, pull out these bags, these plastic bags. We'd say, let's play the game. And we would empty them out onto the floor, and that would be our people. So we were kids, and we'd play that. And I was thinking about what was in that plastic bag. What were those first toys? And it gets back, to the question of being able to amuse yourself with little, and at the same time having a lot of fun. My mom did a lot of sewing at the time. As you can imagine, a lot of ladies did then. I'm not going to say most, but a lot of ladies did then. And so if you sewed, you had the wooden spools, different sizes of wooden spools. Those of you who were brought up in the 50s and the 60s will know about these little wooden spools. And like I say, they were different sizes. And what we also had, I'm getting ahead of myself, but those little wooden spools of different sizes were our people, our men or women. They were part of our toy box. And some of you might remember the formulas. They had like things that looked like little cups, but they were almost like little caps where you could put formula, baby formula. Well, those things, a lot of them were just the right size to make little hats, like a little caps type thing, almost baseball type hats. And they would fit kind of on those spools as well. We also had little plastic men. I wonder if they came from our cousins or what. I don't remember. Maybe my mom bought them. They were, they could be little soldiers and little horses and stuff like that. The little plastic ones. Like I say, those of you from Canada and the States from the 50s and 60s know exactly what I mean. And when there was really luxury, we would have a dinky toy. Yeah, there was a little store, and it'd sell dinky toys, and we had some of those. And that was like mixed into our bag. Each one had his bag, and that was the game. And I do remember how much we liked playing that. And we would go into fantasy worlds with that. We had made up kind of associate. I'm just looking at a bird over there in the tree. Oh goodness, that one just flew right by me. Yeah, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. So I'm back. So the bird What happened here? Yeah, the bird was flying, and it passed right by the door, and could have actually gone right into the house, which is not at all what I wanted. Am I still filming? Yeah, I am. Okay, just wanted to be certain. Yeah, so I was talking about that, and the game. I mean, it's funny. It was like a very coded way, in a way. We had our little almost societies. Now, we had this name for them. I don't know where they came from. We call them the Hermes. Now, I have no idea where that comes from really anymore. And there was the big Hermes, little Hermes. There was all type of Hermes. And we had code books that we had built. And they would be messages. And that was sometimes, I mean, we would play these things like sometimes us, but then we would like put them into the game, and the people would become that. It was quite an interesting thing. I'm just thinking about that because, I mean, in today's world, everybody has, you know, their digital games, and maybe kids have stopped or don't play like with simple things like that. Of course, when I was a kid, we did have, well, we didn't actually, but one of my cousins had a G.I. Joe, which was the boys' equivalent of Barbie. But it just wasn't the same somehow. I mean, playing with the game was the real thing. You know, do you have any, you know, funny little quirky things that happened when you were kids? I mean, that were just like yours and felt like nobody else played this way? If you do, tell me about it. Okay, so that's DC signing off, telling you about the game. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.